Hello, and welcome back to Mechabellum. We are doing the ladder climb, getting up our combat power. We've come off a couple of big wins, but we also lost recently, I think, which is always humbling to see when somebody puts together just a exquisite squad or exploits combinations we never thought possible. We've done a lot of crawler builds recently. Perhaps we can go into like a giant specialist. I hate sledgehammers though, so I guess we're doing a crawler build. Or we go giants. We'll try it. Okay, we'll make the tanks work. We can get them armor. We can put more marksmen down. We can get some shooters to go along with our marksmen. They got storm callers. Interesting. I really don't love what we have. 7 meters per second, 8 meters per second. We just gotta spread out as wide as we can so that the storm callers that they use do not go to town on our boys. And yeah, do a little of this stuff here. I don't know what they're gonna get. Okay, to go along with this stuff. Probably just some generic ground troopers is what I would do. But still, I don't have anything to go off of. So let's just unlock the fortress. And then 2 more marksmen. And we'll keep them semi-spaced. And I think if they go crawlers or fangs, we're kind of in trouble here. They did put their arc lights in the far rear to prevent future insanity. But yeah, these storm callers are going to do a lot of damage here, unfortunately. Good thing our tanks are going to blow through their crawlers pretty quick. Or not their crawlers, but their fangs. Still, though, it's unfortunately not going to be enough because there's a lot of them. And that splash damage is the real deal. This tank is going to do a good job of slowing down the Stormcallers from killing all of my marksmen, but I don't know if there's a world in which we blow up the base and then while they're wounded get into range. I feel like that is a optimistic way of thinking. You can see already that they're shooting, and the damage debuff is probably about to end. Yeah, I mean, good for them. Again, getting in close with them is gonna work pretty well. Let's go deployment specialist though. It doesn't work with what we have so far, but I think we want to unlock a rhino here. We unlock a rhino, we deploy them. I want to really get in there running. And then I'm actually going to take the rapid resupply. And I'm going to get another rhino for another get in there running. And then we'll just get another marksman. Seems legit. I could have leveled up some people, but I like to get the value out of our stuff here. Perhaps we just spread out our marksmen here for a second. Again, we got giant specialists, so there's a lot of value in going for that stuff, but c'est la vie. They did get some more marksmen. Good for them. And we do have tanks. Tanks are good against their fang setup, so we could have gone for more of those. But instead we're going with a rush build. This is going to prevent their storm callers from doing an insane amount of damage. They're just going to do good damage. Everything's going to shoot at our melee boys. I could have put them a little bit further back, actually. They have 16 meters per second, so they're double the speed. Could have put them back here. Okay, here comes a missile. That's pretty good against my tanks. And my shooter, unfortunately. And they've got enough marksmen that I'm going to lose health pretty quick here. This side is going to go pretty smooth, but there's too many ground troopers alive here. So this guy's going to snipe my guy here in a second. Thankfully, they're shooting at my tank still, but again, just the angles are not good for me here. The reload cycle's not going to be good. No. It's all bad. Still though, he bought a missile to make that happen. I like the idea of going hacker. I don't want to spend any money, so let's do that for now. He's got arc lights already, but I think a couple of crawlers really could do a lot of work slowing them down. So you just get like a crawler squadron on the flank coming in. You get a crawler squadron on this flank coming in. And then they've got him in the center, so I don't really want to do anything else. Perhaps just do this guy so they slowly flood forward. And this seems to be our weaker flank, just from the rockets and a couple of other things. So we're going to go on that side. He's got some level ups coming. Good for him. I want to do some level ups, but I can't. He can delay, make my movement speed slower, and turn off my tech. It's pretty annoying. Don't love it, to be honest. He is beating me. We almost scratched him in that first round, but the storm callers have been powerful. Did he just get an upgrade? No. He just leveled up something? No, yeah, he got fangs with ignite. So that's a pretty cool build. Thankfully, we do have some boys running in. Extended range on the tanks could have also been good on this one, but right now the storm callers are kind of creating the show for them. Bunch of missiles coming in, bunch of ignite. Thankfully, again, we've got a bunch of little crawler boys doing their crawler thing. Just making a little extended mess here while we getting closer. This side seems to be going okay. Again, whenever those missiles just seem to fly by a little bit further, we could get Mustangs with the missile shooting, but we are a giant specialist, if you recall, which is annoying, because I would love to get some giants, but it doesn't seem to be this thing. Extended range fortress. That's okay. I'd like to do a round of leveling up here. And I still want to be deploying 3 things. So, Rhino. Here and here. And then another squad of crawlers to join the fight more slowly. Again, no tech or anything is enabled. I think this is going to be okay. I think doubling the amount of rushing units at them is expensive, but it will send a message. I wonder what they're going for. More fangs, that makes a lot of sense. At this point, I wish I had some storm callers of my own. Extended range fortress. I mean, I really do want to get that out. Even that with some ignite, like napalm or whatever, would be cool. A shield, perhaps. I don't know. The shields don't do well against this Stormcaller mess. Still, it would do a lot of support for our marksman lineup. They did get anti-air on their arc lights, which is so good. I love that counter. They did get a missile. Good for them. They slowed down one of my rhinos. Again, that was a good get, so it prevented them from killing one of my things. The tanks are blowing up the fangs pretty effectively. There's an argument to be made that I should just get the extended range on them. Even extended range on the marksman would make a really big deal in countering these storm crawlers, but I just haven't had enough money for tech. The reduced damage and stuff that the rhinos take could also be good. But you can see here the swarm tactics, I mean, they are what they are. And that is good. Mass produce wasp, no thank you. Summoning an overlord battleship, fine by me. I think that's something that you just throw down. You win the round, which is nice. You guys being invulnerable to some sabotage is good. I'd love to get the range upgrade, but instead we're gonna keep going in on... I really don't want any more rhinos. I wouldn't mind more tanks. I think a squad of crawlers makes a lot of sense, and I want to put them down in a position where they do split up. And then I should just unlock something that's free, but I don't know. I'll just get the Fang for now. I also could have got some giants, but didn't need them. They might come in with something funky, so I'm gonna go ahead and get just a couple more marksmen, just kind of separated. See what he goes for here. He got shooting squad. That's a pretty good upgrade. I do like that. He is buying more missiles. That's gonna blow up a squatty over here. Good for them. I don't even have like any investment into these crawlers, to be honest. I'm mostly just assuming the rhinos taking half damage will be sufficient. That makes the first couple volleys of missiles miss. Then by the time the rhinos go down, the crawlers are kind of messed up everywhere, so the shots are just going at everything. He did get in behind me with a whole bunch of wasps. That's annoying. I definitely do have some anti-air in the overlord that I summoned, but that's about it. That's not really enough, unfortunately. I could get multiple shots on my ground troopers here. Orbital bombardment. I think you just go with the underground threat. You put that at the very back. Oh no. Okay, this is the only place it goes. Anti-air barrage. I don't really have a way around that. I could just go Overlord, Overlord. And then rapid reload, perhaps. And then a whole bunch of fangs seem decent, but not incredible. But decent is enough. Okay, so you throw them here, and then you go literally... You guys are gonna just shoot missiles into this squad here, and this squad. And I think that will be okay. It's not great. I don't want to lose this round, so let's just give them a missile. They might jump elsewhere by spending some cash, but we'll see. No, they didn't level up. They doubled down. And they're mostly going to go for our fangs. This does proton emission beneath. We could get our own air units here. He's going for the shield, which makes a lot of sense against our marksman. But this should be decent. I'm just saying, no, you go away. We'll be fine. I don't know what he has going on here, but I'm just making a lot of their things confused by spawning people behind the lines. We're still running forward. Lots of shooting happening here. They do have some fangs left over, but I still have some tanks left over. I wouldn't mind getting my own shooting squad built. It's expensive now, $450. But now that I have the fangs, I could also make them just a little bit stronger for that. He does have some anti-air in this one marksman. I also want wasps, right? Because then I can get the wasp factory. Always powerful. I think we're going to be good because these guys have 10 meters per second movement. They are going to close in on this marksman. Oh, he did get it in time, but the missiles are coming. Oh no! The timing was perfect. And if that had hit slightly different, we had won that. But good for him. I think that he's going to move away now. They do have extended range and a couple of other things. This doesn't really help. Lightning storm. I'd rather just take less emission. Less damage, you know? Something like that. Yeah, sure. You guys can be the factory. Then we get a wasp. Then I bring some over. Now, what do we want to do with the wasps? High explosive, perhaps? Or electromagnetic? Probably high explosive. I don't really love going high explosive, but it makes sense in this circumstance. We still have 2 deployments. So I think we go mechanical rage. And then I don't think these fangs are gonna, these guys are gonna stick around, if I'm honest, but yeah, I really don't think they're gonna stick around. I'm gonna buy 2 more marksmen. And I didn't get a chance to move. And I didn't get a chance to buy a missile, but I did get a chance to reduce damage taken. So that's cool. Let's see, what is going on over here? They've just got some strong units. We have more crawlers coming. We have a lot of snipers. Doing a lot of sniping. They've got rapid attack. I don't really, they've got EMP going on, so they don't have rapid attack. Now they do. It's a little late, but they did get shields on their fangs. Good for them. We did lose a base. Oh, what the timing again? I mean, I think that's GG then, because he has enough Stormcallers left. Literally just enough. Oh, if I had a chance to move my units around, we may have been good. Next turn, I was going to have more things. Maybe if I had gotten the tech to produce... Oh, I did get the tech to produce wasps. Well, maybe I should have gone for shielded wasps. Maybe I should have gone for shielded fangs. I don't know. What a run, though. I actually like when I lose, in a sense that, like, hey, look, Ignite on the fangs does have some value. Anti-air is always incredible. Elite Marksman, range upgrade and stuff like that. That is a really sick thing to go for when you do have this many marksmen. I actually undervalued it earlier when I thought 3 was the max level, but you can see with level 5, that range really adds up. You can see, literally, he's hitting to here, right? This guy hits to there, he hits to here. My guys, on the other hand, are crossing the line a little bit, but they're just literally put closer. So, interesting stuff. I was hoping that with the photon emission, we may have been able to break through and that we would have taken a lot less losses over here, but we just didn't quite make it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next one. Ciao for now.